Think right here, buddy. Pretty flat. Alright guys, I'm going to take you away from the big video here for literally just 1 minute. This integration is for me. This is something that I want to promote. Please listen. After years and years of people asking me why I continue to go to the wilderness, how I use it to reset my life and make me a better person, I'm finally going to teach you. Everything that I know about nature to reset your life, to break destructive patterns, to give yourself a clearer head. Maybe get some spiritual clarity without having to leave for weeks at a time or more. So I'm calling this the Wilderness Reset. This is the same exact method I used to process and deal with the loss of my brother. The same process I used to come back after having a life-changing, almost life-ending injury. And I've used this pretty much on every big decision of my life. Like moving halfway across the province with a 5-week-old baby and family that I am fully capable of taking care of, but that was scary as hell, right? I use it to become a better father and husband to my family. So this ain't bushcraft, it's not survival. This is the mental side that no one talks about. So I've created a free guide, and I just want you to go over to thewildernessreset.com, check it out, and let me know what you think. That's it. Go to thewildernessreset.com. You'll be doing me a huge favor. Thanks, folks. It's a beautiful day. It is the last day that trout is open in my area, and a beautiful early fall day. Wolfie and I have not done a camp out where we're just stationary in quite some time. I also got a brand new tent. So these are all things that make me want to go camping, you know? I thought, let's go do that. Go camp, set up a new tent, see if we can do it our way. And just a backpack, some camera gear, some good food, my doggy. Yeah, this is the kind of trip I've been waiting for. I got all the gear for a fun night. Sometimes I hum and haw about what type of gear, because that kind of gives a vibe for the trip. Well, I got bushcraft / modern, comfort / roughing it. Joe in a nutshell. This is a tent company I had not heard of before. This name is Hill Zero, the company. Room Noble. 4-person. It's a 4-person teepee tent. Thanks for sending it to me, Hill Zero folks. We're gonna test it out. My idea is you can put a stove in here, and my idea is in cooler weather, bring my girls out, have a nice family camp in a comfortable tent with a stove, and meanwhile still being lightweight. This is way lighter than a normal hot tent. Alright, well, let's try around here. I gotta make like 9 or so tent stakes. Some solid ones too. I want my door facing the water so I can look out at night. This looks good to me. Making tent stakes or pegs is a good way to test and improve your knife skills. You can do a bunch of different things. You can make like a cord grabber 3/4 of the way up, or every so far up, every quarter of the way. You can chamfer the edges, or the top rather, so that when you pound it into the ground it doesn't split. You can make a point. You can shave it down. You can do all sorts of fun things. This is a bigger than average knife that I'm using. I don't usually use them this big, but this is a big convex one from Japan. And it is called the Prominence
Doesn't say the brand name, but the model is the Prominence. Yeah, so like that. And then sometimes you get sticks that have different pieces hanging onto them, like this. You can make a hook. Like that, so it pegs down, and that grabs the ground as well, locks it in. Not necessary, but helpful sometimes. Just gonna make up 4 here, and then I'm gonna make up the rest on my own. Chest lever grip. It's really called the chest lever grip. And it's good for when you need to use strength on a piece and you're a bit weak, or your hand's jacked up or something, or whatever the case may be. Gives you a little bit of extra oomph. Hold it backwards, pry with both hands. Muthos Homura. Muthos Homura is the brand name. Homura! Ground is soft, that's good. Oh no! I might have to trim these extra pieces off. Yeah, I do. I thought I was being smart, leaving these other pieces on so I could hang stuff off, but they're just impeding it and they're actually going on the sill nylon, and this piece is sharp itself, so. This blade is for hardwood only. Yeah, so that was the opposite of smart, and I gotta trim this all down. I obviously don't want anything poking the sill nylon. There's a reinforced bit up there where the pole that was included with it goes, but I'm sure it'll be fine for this piece of maple, especially if I smooth down all the potentially pokey parts. Okay. Oh, it's hot in there. What's up, though? Beautiful. Just gorgeous. Decent amount of room. I don't know about 4 people. 2 people comfortably. Pretty nice. There's bug screen on the ventilated parts. This has a roll up where I can block that completely, and that's for obviously the stove jack. Another one over here. Reinforced up here like I was saying. This is still a little long. It's on a bit of a diagonal, but it'll work fine. It's sturdy. Nothing's moving. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Open this bad boy right up because it is quite toasty in there. I don't have a sleeping pad, so I'm going to have to make one. I just didn't really have room with all my camera gear and stuff. All right. I'm gonna have a fire out in front. I'm gonna clear the ground and make a fire pit with rocks because the ground's not really great for having a fire on. But I've done this many times with rocks and it will work fine and be good. Gotta clear this all the way. Oh, look, my first rock right here. Bonus. Back in its home. Well, that's good. There's rocks under here anyway. A good platform. Started already for me. What are you doing? What are you doing, big boy? I don't know, I might be wrong, but I feel like I just uncovered an old fire pit. Look at that's charcoal. Right? There's all these rocks here. There's like this is all like more and more rocks as I dig. Charred pieces like here. That is wild if that's the case. It is a nice flat, look, there's another big rock here. Already took all those out too. This is a nice flat area by the side of a lake. Somebody could have potentially come in here before and done this, but this has been covered up. I dug this out like quite a bit. You can see it looks different than the ground there. I dug it out. That's wild. Cool, makes me feel good about having a fire here. Look at that. And it's actual soil down there too. Okay. I might keep digging. Better to have it on soil than this pine duff. Certainly. No question there. This is nice. I like this area. Maybe I'll just take some time to make this an actual campsite where I can come back and, like I said, bring the family and stuff. I like this area quite a bit. Holy smokes, that's a big rock. Nice. Holy smokes, that's a rock. Alright, I got a really nice size fire pit here started. Just want to get all the duff away from the top, around the edges. Then I'm going to line it with these rocks that I pulled out. I got all these right from here, believe it or not. And then I'm going to go down and get some from the lake as well. Stay. This will be plenty.
Well, I sure have a lot of rocks here. The whole idea is to line the bottom with the flatter ones and build around the sides with the bigger bulbous ones. But honestly, this is not even that bad duff to have a fire on at all. I dug down and it's a mixture of sand and ashes, it seems like. Not duff at all. But we went through all this trouble and the rocks are right here and it's more permanent this way. It feels a bit better this way. So this is what we're doing. Safety first. You know, Joe, it's the only thing I'm about is safety, right? My 41 years I've done nothing but be safe at all times, right? That's pretty freaking good, bud. There. That is pretty freaking good if you ask me. But who's asking me, right? I like that. I like it a lot. That just screams safety to me. And I am at a point in my life where that makes me happy. Well, I already measured where I want to lay and got a flat lay, which is exactly right here. I roughed up the ground above my head and scuffed it up with my heels below me so that I could know exactly where I'm going to be laying in order to make the bed properly. So that's what we're doing now. The old bough bed. Every Canadian's born and they go home and their parents give them a bough bed to sleep in. It's just the rules of Canada. So what I'm doing here is I want to take the longest sticks with the thickest branches or sections on them, and I'm going to be jabbing those thick sections into the ground so that they're not stabbing me while I sleep. And it's giving it some kind of buoyancy to start off with, like a mattress type thing, like a bough bed, you know? Nobody wants to sleep on a lumpy bough bed. What's that all about? What's that all about, bed? You know? Comedy with Joe. I'll be here all night. Yeah. Use my backpack for a pillow or something. That'll work. I just gotta put the final finishing touch on the bed. Okay, so this ground sheet is half canvas, half wool.
and I was able to, or oil skin half full, I was able to roll it up and attach it to the bottom of my backpack, which I was happy about. So let's use that as a ground sheet. In all reality, I could have squeezed a sleeping pad in or put it at the bottom, but bushcraft, bro. It's like a 5 out of 10, but I'm done getting bows. This is my sleeping bag, my small little guy. We'll wait to open that till later on. But this is it. I gotta get some firewood now and do some camp stuff. I do want to make this into a campsite. We'll leave all the tent pegs here, this here, some pot hangers that I make here, and the fire pit will stay. I'll bring my tent back with me, but I'll be able to bring people out here, which that's what I'm all about lately. At least I keep thinking about it. Watch out for that. This is a red pine tree. Latin name Pinus resinosa. Pinus resinosa. You can remember it because it's a resinous tree and it starts with R, resin, and red. Pinus, pine, you get it. Latin name and or scientific name they call it. But anyways, what I'm telling you that for is because it's a good tree for some things and a bad tree for some things. A lot of times they're weak and they break off. Their wood is not great. They go to decay pretty good. But for kindling and tinder, they have the most resinous inner wood, and it's fat wood. What everybody knows is fat wood, and that will start a fire like crazy even in the rain. So it's good to know this red pine, and I'll show you right behind is a white pine. The red pine has red flaky bark, and it has needles in groups of 2, whereas the white pine would have needles in groups of 5, and it has furrowed bark. And the Latin or scientific name for white pine is Pinus strobus, and you can remember that by thinking, at least I do, strobe light, lights are bright, white is bright, and then pine again, Pinus is a very easy general name, first name to know. Strobus, light, white. Pinus strobus, and that's good wood for, it's soft, you know what I mean, but it's good for fire starting and decent wood. It keeps its denseness after it's dead a little bit better than red pine in my experience at least. I'll show you what I mean. If I cut as close as possible to the trunk, you can see the resin come out on the piece of wood and on the tree. It'll be solid like wax. See that? Smells like turpentine and or really strong carrots. One thing I like to have at a camp, especially if I'm making a nice campsite I'm coming back to, is a chopping block where I can do my woodwork. I found a down piece of wood that's suitable a ways away. I'm gonna go get it, chop it up with my 19-inch Wetterlings, the old school, probably one of my first axes, if not my first one. This guy right here. Pretty solid enough for me to do work on anyways. So it's off at that part. If I chop it right around there, that's plenty long and manageable for me to get back anyway. Yeah, it's not that solid actually. It'll work though. boy, Wolfie. Now she doesn't roll, and use it for a little seat next to the fire at night. Fancy pants. Fancy pants, Joe. Whew! Well, I'm getting pretty spoiled here. Firewood collection has been very easy. Whenever I see like a clump of these maples, like they always grow in little clumps, 2 or 3 up. There's usually one that has died and just dead standing and waiting for me to grab it. That's what I've been doing for the most part. I got a bunch of those and then a bunch of red pine branches to start it with. But I feel pretty confident about the amount I have. Go around and grab a couple more and show you what I mean. Choice maple. Nice. There's another piece I cut off the bottom of the bottom limb off of a red pine. I find, well, I just think it's common knowledge even, that the stuff closest to the bottom has the most resin in it. It all flows down. But you can see, like, look how ribbony and waxy that looks. More so on the bottom side. Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to split this down here. Oh yeah. Really nice stuff. Look at that. And you just make some curls with that. Feather sticks, however you want them. Leave them on, take them off. Doesn't matter. They are going to help you start your fire greatly. You can even hear it, how resiny that is. Righto. The thinner, the more curls, the better for a fire steel. And that's what we're going to try to use. So we are going to use with success. Ooh, I like it so much. It makes me happy inside. Feels good. Sounds good. You can always make scrapings too. and those sometimes will go up easier, although not necessary normally. But we'll keep those. Stick them inside the feather sticks. Yoink! Alright, those are my good Firewood feather stick pieces. I got some other ones here that are quite resiny themselves, but we're just gonna split these ones down. You know what? Here we go. Here we go. These aren't as resiny. They'll be good kindling pieces. I got a bunch of dry maple twigs that I want to use. It remind me of back in the hut days in the middle of Windsor, in a patch of bush size of a football field, starting fires, building shelters, using all ash twigs, because that was right when the ash borer decimated all the ash trees, so they're all ripe for the picking. I loved it. Good memories. Certainly good memories. Me and Brian, my best friend. Best friend for a long time. Oh, Brian. Alright. Let's get this fire going. Ooh. Dang. That spine is freaking sharp. I'm not even doing it like crazy. I'm pulling it away. Wow. There she be. That was a fire I enjoyed making. Lots of prep, but look how nicely it's going. All maple, Acer. By the way, maple is Acer. This one would be red maple, Acer red rum. I don't know that one. Acer Saccharum is sugar maple. Not sure about red maple though. Acer red rum. That's gonna bother me all night now. I can't remember what that one was. Don Hall would be disappointed. Acer. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I gotta get another rock for over here. Just block it a little bit more. Acer, we go again on our own. Okay. Here. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Hey, hey, what's this? Sit. Wait. Good boy. These potatoes and onions are from Will's garden. I love to eat them out on a camping trip. It seems about natural as you can get to me. Meant to be. So I got potatoes, garlic butter, Putting in this little baby red onion. And I'll be ready to wrap up my package and throw it on the coals. Double wrap, silver side end. Some people will tell you it doesn't matter, but I'm here to tell you I don't know. That's how I was taught. I'm going to go with it. I got this NutriFarms meat deal. It's pretty awesome. All Ontario meat, naturally raised, delivered to your door. I can put a link if anyone is interested, but it's good bang for the buck, and the quality is out of this world. I never had such good quality pork chops. Right now I have a ribeye, a little ribeye steak. And a little bug is crawling on it as I season it. Nice. I could have added them, you know, but I'm not on a canoe trip. I don't feel feral. I don't feel feral just yet. My buddy Jake actually is a rep for NutriFarms, so I do have the hookup. I'll put a link in the description. The old school Joe Robinette grill. Never used this one. Bam, nice and precarious, just the way I like things. Precarious. No stick at all. That was ready to be flipped for show. Nice and smoky all in there too. Nice. What? Oh, I'm glad I kept that tin foil. I kind of need to use it as a plate now. Let that sit. This fire going again. I already have my potatoes off. Oh yeah, they're even a bit crispy. Personally, I like the crispy bit. Mr. Mears. Bonus. And this thing is going to be about perfect, it looks. Oh boy, that's good. That's some good stuff. Oh, delicious. Just lovely. Good job growing them, Will. I haven't had a sip since my first day on the 19-day solo, and that was like mid-June, and we're October now. And I have resisted easily, and I know why. I know why now. It's easy, and it's not even a temptation, and I'm very, very, very grateful for that. Very grateful. Very grateful to be out here and have use of my hand and my head. Yeah. So sit. Now, don't burn tinfoil and leave it in the fire. What I do is burn all the food off of it, and it gets way thinner and crumbles down better after you incinerate it a bit. It takes a long time for it to break down in the fire pit, and people have to see it after you, and bears get used to it and everything at campsites. Not a good practice. There's my 2 pieces, and I'm certainly going to take those out with me. Getting any morsels there, bud? That's the closest he's been to a fire without freaking out. Stoke up the fire a bit here with some bigger pieces of maple and go try my hand at fishing. It's be dark in maybe an hour or so. So, good time for fishing, especially in this warm fall weather. You want to come? No? All right. Don't be crying for me. It's gorgeous out. It is just gorgeous. Wolfie was following me along the shore. Oh, now I hear him. I hadn't heard him for a while, but anyways, he's still coming. I'll pick him up if he wants to. This is a small boat. This is that original Emerald Grace pack boat Adirondack 13.6. Very narrow, very kayaky. I think I gotta get him. He's a wandering like a husky does. He's been good all day, just sticking around. Such a good boy. Lots of canoe trips with him this summer. Oh, hey, good boy. That's not a fish. Oh, it's a fish. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Happy day. Happy day. This fish he got. This fish he got. This fish he got. This fish he got. Freaking slayed. Oh, happy day. Lots of line out. Happy day. It didn't even hit hard. Thought I might have had a snag. He's jumped a couple times now. Wonder what it is. That's a brook trout. That's a little brookie. Nice. Heck yeah, man. Wolfie, I got us a little brookie to share. Happy day. You wanna come up? Yeah. Come on. Good boy. This one's a tippy one, dude. It's narrow. Okay. That's what I thought. Good boy. You gotta go around. Go around. Come on. Around. Around, Wolf. You good boy. Such a fun, good-hearted dog. Good-natured, I guess the word is. Come on, bud. Come on. Around. Oh, we already tried this. You have to run it. Around. One fish is good. I'll get back and cook this guy up with Wolfie. Wolfie and I will share it, rather. I'll do the cooking. Watch the sunset. 23 minutes. Sunset's in 23, bud. Good boy. How that goes anyway. Of course, there's a rock right there. There you go. The head ripped off. I'm losing it piece by piece here. But I think it's done. Looks done to me. And I got a little bonus piece for Mr. Wolfie here. They all in. Oops. Oh, there's pine needles on her now, bud. Good boy. Curious wolf, curious wolf, the curious little wolfie. Bringing Curious Joe here to see what this tastes like. Really good, especially with the mint gum that I just had. There we go, it's a nice piece. Very good. Nice and juicy. Heck yeah. Hopefully you can get the burnt skin pieces. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, check it out. Felix the Cat style. Good dog.
Yeah, boy. And some wood for the morning to cook up my bacon and eggs. Early August 2021, Algonquin solo big distance trip. That is the coolest thing about keeping a journal, keeping multiple different journals. For me in particular, I forget a lot of my trips and stuff about my trips. Even forget what's in the journal, which journal. Early August 2021, Algonquin solo big distance trip. 6 p.m. at a site before the big 2,500 meter port on the Crow. So far I've traveled 29.4 kilometers starting at 8 a.m. Supper here, debate, stay or push on. So far 4,880 meters of port to here. 5 clicks of almost a portage to there in one day. Total 8,000, oh my gosh, I doubled it. Total 8,565 meters port, total 34.4 kilometers day one. Holy distance, Joe. Totals day one 35k, day two 38k, day three 28k. Equals 100.6 kilometers with 23.63 meters of portage. 100 kilometer travel, 23 kilometers of that was portage. That's wild. In 3 days. This thing needs to be tightened up, but I'm not going to do it right now. Starting to question my thought of my decision of bringing no sleeping pad, but yeah, here we are. So even though he's being really good and laying in here on his own, I'm still going to tie him up to a tree. I'm not going to make him move at all. It'll reach. I just I'm not on an island, you know, and I want to sleep peacefully, not worriedly. Good boy. Good boy, Wolfie. Alright, I'm going to bed. Also thankful that I'm able to tie and untie my own shoes. Clean up after myself, after the bathroom. All sorts of things you take for granted, you know? It's been 1.5 years now. Don't plan on going back. Oh, yes. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. Man, the light that is coming off of that fire is crazy.
I have a view of my dog, fire, and the moon. I can hear crickets or some kind of bug. This is awesome. Good night. Good morning. What's up? You're awfully close. Big old stretcher boy. Good boy. Go on. And he's gone. Good boy. Good morning. I had a broken sleep. The bowels weren't too uncomfortable, and I did not feel the cold through the bottom, so they did their job for sure. Come on. Stayed pretty warm all night too, outside, so the temperature didn't get too cold. I gotta get up and put my GoPro up. I want to get the sunset or sunrise. What's up? What's up? Good boy. You want some food? You just want your butt scratched. What's up? You know, I share my food with you too. It's not all you get is yours. Is that for you? You're gonna get the smaller one because you're gonna get bacon. Bacon! Good boy. Some pink in the sky. There's still heat. I went on a hike with Wolfie to look for some birds. No luck, but I did get a score on some good birch bark. I want to make some camp stuff like pot hangers and maybe a rack to go over the fire. There's this maple I took down yesterday for my support piece in my tent that I can probably use some pieces off of for that application. Oh my gosh. I'm going to leave these nubs a bit long on some of the strong ones. That way I can have different levels of hanging, potentially. Different heights. Okay, almost the same height. I'm gonna sharpen the edges, sharpen the ends, chamfer the tops. Chamfer, old Chamfer Joe. The beavers will use these for food. So I want to take off this knot, obviously, so it pounds into the ground as easy as possible. And the tops, just so they don't split out too bad, chamfer it, just take off the edges basically. It creates a little bit of strength because you're pounding in the center of it, or other things that make sense. This one's taller, so I'm going to put it on the slopey side going down. I put this here. I put this on the upswing. I should be able to pound those in good enough. Oh, there goes a goose where I could. Well, let's see how far down they go. I very well may. Oh no, because there's secondary hooks right around the same height. These two. That could work too. Sweet. Okay, that'll work good. I'm going to leave them and pound them in and see how she goes. Not going good. There's rocks everywhere. Rocks everywhere. There we go, that feels better. Oh yes, there's rocks. See, it's all rocks down there. It's not just that one, it's all down in there. So I think I have a solution though. I got that one in as far as it'll go before it hits the rocks. And I feel like if I gather rocks and put it all around that, that will be a pretty good substitute for pounding into the ground. Can't hurt to have more rocks near the fire. And we do have an abundance of them, so it's no big deal. And they're right there. See how that goes. Cool. I left these on for attachment points. Could be as easy as that, but I will make some, I'll make a proper pot hanger. I do like to get some more firewood here too. I'm having a blast. This is awesome. I love this kind of thing. This is exactly like my vibe. My vibe. Woo! Toasty! It's already starting to get warm. Nice. Excessive, Joe. Excessive. Well, shell never hurt no one. Okay, time to build up the fire. I want to get some maple too. This is all just red pine to get this going. But I'd like some coals. I'm gonna cook up some bacon. Bacon! Those rocks are holding up that support just fine. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh, look at those bad boys. Okay. Try and get this thing out of here. And it's a little egg shaped now from using it so many times, but egg shape for the eggs. And you know what? I have some tea I'll put in there. A tea bag I'll put in there too, but Look how good that looks. Bam, son. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta love that. Look at that. Look at the yolk, bud. Look at the yolk, bud. That's perfect. Oh. Yeah. Oh, hi. You want some egg? Sorry, buddy. Shoot. I did not mean to do that, dude. I'm so sorry. It's a little bit of dirt with it there, bud. I'll give you some bacon in a minute here. This is good. This is my favorite way to cook eggs in the wilderness or in your backyard. When I used to live in Windsor, and I would do all my stuff in like a farm bush. This is how I would do them all the time. I swear I did not ever get shown that. That is one thing that I figured out on my own. I'm sure other people have done it, but I just never got influenced from that anywhere, and I was proud of it. Now I'm just happy to eat the egg. Nom, 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 nom. My sweet Will gave me a couple tea bags before I left. Did not even... Yeah, anyways, immunity, because she was a little under the weather and she didn't want me to get sick while I was out here. That is very nice of her. She's a very thoughtful girl. Woman, I guess, now. For the past year or so, we're all grown up. You know, just turned 20. Alright, bacon. Again, Nutrifarm's bacon. Yeah. Tasty. A little dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Another nice day. Oh, my tea has to be ready. Smells good. Well, folks, I think that's it for me. I've done everything I wanted to do out here. I'm going to take my time and pack down camp. Obviously, I'm going to leave all my stuff I built. I'm going to drench the fire. And I'm going to come back. This is an awesome spot. Even if I can't fish anymore, it doesn't matter. I really like being here.
I am back. I haven't missed a video in a couple months, and I don't plan on it. I told you guys at the beginning of the summer that was my plan, to go out all summer, canoe trip, have footage for the fall, and keep going out. And I have done that, and I am doing that. I swear, I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to do. The documentary will be out soon. Excuse me. And the book will be out soon. And anyone who donated anything for the Indiegogo, you will get your rewards again very soon. It's when it comes out. It's all going to happen at the same time. It'll be this fall, late fall, 100%. I will make a video explaining who bought it, who bought the documentary, where you can see it. Everybody's going to be able to see it. And again, the people who got their rewards will still get the rewards. 100%. So, I'm happy about all that. In the overall grand scheme of things, everything is happening exactly how it should. Thank God. Alright, folks. I'll see you guys on the next video. It'll be this video this Friday. And then after that, Friday. And then after that, Friday. Friday. Maybe a Wednesday. Maybe a Sunday kicking. Alright, thanks for watching. You guys are the reason this is what my career is. And what I've been able to do for the past 15 years and help out so very many people monetarily and be present for my family. Thank you.